Imagine standing at the doorway of a new week. It's not just another stretch of days, it's a fresh canvas waiting for you to paint your masterpiece. But how you begin sets the tone for everything that follows. Here's how to make each week not just productive, but powerful. Start with a plan. A life without direction is like a ship without a rudder. It may move, but it drifts. Write down what you want to achieve this week, but don't stop there. Make sure your goals align with the bigger picture of your life. A week filled with purpose is a week that moves you closer to your dreams. Next, reflect on the past. Take a moment to revisit last week's successes and challenges. Celebrate the wins, no matter how small, because they build momentum. Learn from the setbacks. They're not failures, they're feedback. Reflection turns experience into wisdom. Now prioritize. You can't do it all, and that's okay. The key is to do what matters most. Separate the urgent from the important. Ask yourself what one thing, if accomplished, will make this week a success. Focus your energy there. Preparation is your silent ally. Think of an artist organizing their brushes and colors before starting to paint. You need to do the same. Organize your space, gather your tools, and remove distractions. When preparation meets opportunity, success is inevitable. Don't forget to reignite your energy. A weary mind and body can't carry a vibrant spirit. Take time to rest, recharge, and inspire yourself. Read something uplifting, listen to empowering words, or simply spend time with loved ones. Energy is the fuel that powers your efforts. Visualize success. Before the week even begins, close your eyes and see yourself achieving your goals. Imagine how it feels to succeed. This isn't just daydreaming, it's conditioning your mind to expect greatness. Each week is a gift, a chance to become better, wiser, and stronger. How you prepare determines what you'll create. So don't just step into the week, stride into it with intention, confidence, and vision. This week isn't happening to you. It's happening for you, and you have the power to make it extraordinary. Let's start strong. Your masterpiece awaits. Imagine the quiet moments at the end of a week when the hustle has subsided and you're left with the thoughts of what was accomplished and what wasn't. Now picture the immense power of stepping into the upcoming week not as a passive participant, but as a deliberate creator. The difference between a week of scattered actions and one of meaningful progress often lies in a single profound habit: reflection. Reflection is more than just a fleeting thought or a quick glance backward. It is an intentional practice, a deliberate pause to take stock of where you've been, what you've done, and how it aligns with where you want to go. Life is a series of lessons, but if we don't stop to examine those lessons, they remain hidden, locked within the experiences we've lived. Taking the time to reflect bridges the gap between mere experience and true growth. When you pause to reflect on the week that's passed, you create a moment of clarity. You're no longer reacting to what's happening around you. You're proactively deciding how to interpret and learn from it. Start by asking yourself, what went well this week? Celebrate those wins, even if they seem small or insignificant. Maybe you stayed consistent with a habit, completed a challenging task, or had a meaningful conversation that lifted your spirits. Each of these moments is a building block for your confidence and motivation. They are proof of your progress, and recognizing them is crucial because what we celebrate, we reinforce. But reflection isn't just about celebrating success, it's about embracing the lessons hidden within challenges. Ask yourself, what could I have done better? Be honest, but not harsh. Growth doesn't come from criticism, it comes from understanding. Perhaps you missed a deadline or let distractions pull you away from your priorities. Instead of dwelling on regret, use these moments as opportunities to recalibrate. What systems could you put in place to prevent this from happening again? What habits need adjusting? Reflection allows you to approach setbacks with curiosity rather than judgment, transforming them into stepping stones for improvement. A key element of effective reflection is keeping your larger goals in focus. The week that passed wasn't just a random collection of days, it was a chapter in the story of your life. Were your actions aligned with the goals you've set for yourself? If not, where did you stray? Sometimes our daily lives can feel overwhelming and we get caught up in tasks that don't actually move us closer to our dreams. Reflection gives you the chance to identify these distractions and refocus on what truly matters. To make reflection even more impactful, consider writing down your thoughts. There's something powerful about putting pen to paper or fingers to keyboard. Writing forces you to slow down, think deeply, and articulate your experiences in a way that makes them tangible. It creates a record you can look back on to see how far you've come. Over time, these reflections become a map of your growth, showing patterns, milestones, and moments of clarity. As you reflect, don't forget to acknowledge the role of others in your journey. Who supported you this week? Who challenged you in ways that made you better? Gratitude is an essential part of reflection, as it shifts your focus from what's missing to what's abundant in your life. Take a moment to appreciate those who've contributed to your progress and consider how you can nurture those relationships moving forward. Reflection is not just about looking backward, it's about using what you've learned to look ahead. As you conclude your review of the week, turn your insights into action. What adjustments will you make? What lessons will you carry into the new week? When reflection leads to action, it becomes a tool for transformation, not just a mental exercise. Think about the simplicity of this habit. It doesn't require any special tools, equipment, or resources, just a willingness to pause and think deeply. Yet its impact is profound. By taking the time to reflect, you step into the new week with clarity, focus, and a renewed sense of purpose. You're no longer stumbling forward, you're moving intentionally, armed with the knowledge of what works and the determination to improve what doesn't. So as the week comes to a close, make it a ritual to sit with yourself uninterrupted and reflect. Review your wins, learn from your struggles, and realign your actions with your vision. This practice, though simple, has the power to transform not only your week, but your entire life. In reflection, you'll find the wisdom to grow, the confidence to strive, and the clarity to succeed. There's a tendency in our fast-paced lives to get caught up in the rush of tasks, projects, and responsibilities. We often feel that the more we accomplish, the more successful we become. Yet the reality is that not all actions are created equal. Just because we're busy doesn't mean we're making progress toward what truly matters. The key to effective growth and productivity lies in one simple but powerful habit: prioritization. Prioritizing wisely isn't just about managing time, it's about understanding what truly deserves your focus and energy. Most people struggle with prioritization because they confuse urgency with importance. We tend to give more weight to tasks that scream for attention, emails that demand an immediate reply, meetings that seem critical in the moment, or phone calls that can't be ignored. But the danger lies in mistaking urgency for what is truly important. Urgent tasks often pull us away from long-term goals, leaving us feeling busy but unfulfilled. What's more, when we let these urgent matters dominate our time, we can become overwhelmed, feeling like we're always playing catch-up rather than moving forward with purpose. The first step in prioritizing effectively is understanding the difference between urgent and important tasks. Urgent tasks are those that require your attention immediately. They might include answering emails, dealing with a sudden problem, or putting out a fire in your business or personal life. While urgent tasks can't always be avoided, they are often distractions from what truly moves the needle in our lives. On the other hand, important tasks are those that, if completed, will bring you closer to your goals. They might not always seem urgent, but their impact on your long-term success is immeasurable. The problem with urgent tasks is that they can dominate our time and energy, leaving little room for the work that requires deeper focus and longer-term vision. To prioritize wisely, you need to start by identifying the important tasks in your life. These are the ones that align with your personal or professional goals, the ones that contribute to your growth and well-being, and the ones that will make the most meaningful impact in the long run. Ask yourself, what can I do this week that will move me closer to my larger vision? This question shifts your focus away from the immediate noise and brings it back to what truly matters. The important tasks may not always be as urgent as the distractions that fill your day, but their long-term value is what will propel you forward. Once you've identified these critical tasks, it's time to schedule them first. This is where the magic happens. By putting your most important tasks at the top of your to-do list, you ensure that your energy and attention are focused on what truly matters. It's easy to let the day slip away in a blur of small tasks and interruptions, but when you prioritize your most important work, you create a foundation for success. You're telling yourself that your time and energy are valuable, and you're committing to investing them where they'll make the most significant impact. The next part of prioritization involves saying no. This is often the most difficult but most crucial step. We live in a world where opportunities, requests, and distractions are constantly vying for our attention. Saying yes to everything may seem like the polite thing to do, but it often means saying no to the things that will actually move us forward. Saying no requires discipline and clarity of purpose. It's about being willing to turn down what seems urgent but doesn't align with your goals. It's about creating boundaries that protect your most valuable asset, your time. By saying no to the right things, you free up the space to say yes to the things that matter most. Effective prioritization also means being mindful of your energy and when it's at its peak. Some people are most focused and productive in the morning, while others might find their stride in the afternoon or evening. The key is to align your most important tasks with your highest energy periods. If you're someone who feels sharpest in the morning, that's when you should tackle the most demanding and important tasks. If your energy peaks later in the day, plan your important tasks accordingly. When you work in alignment with your natural rhythm, you perform at your best, and you're more likely to make meaningful progress. Wise prioritization is an ongoing process. It's not a one-time decision, but a habit that needs to be cultivated regularly. Each week, revisit your priorities, adjust them as needed, and realign yourself with your goals. Priorities shift as life evolves, and what was once important may no longer hold the same weight. By consistently evaluating and adjusting your priorities, you ensure that you stay on course even when life throws distractions your way. This ongoing awareness helps you avoid falling into the trap of reacting to life instead of living it intentionally. At the end of the day, how we prioritize determines how we spend our time and what we achieve. The more effectively we prioritize, the more aligned our actions are with our true goals and vision. It's not about doing more, it's about doing the right things. When you prioritize wisely, you free up your energy and focus for the tasks that will have the most significant impact on your life, leading you towards success, fulfillment, and growth. Preparation is one of the most underrated elements in the pursuit of success. Too often, we focus on the tasks at hand or the immediate obstacles, but without proper preparation, even the most determined efforts can fall short. Preparation is not just about organizing your workspace or having the right tools. It's about setting yourself up for success in every aspect of your life, from mental clarity to the physical resources you need to execute your goals. Without it, you may find yourself running on empty, always scrambling, or even giving up before you've fully started. When you take the time to prepare, you're laying the groundwork for everything to fall into place. Preparation begins with clarity of purpose. Before you dive into any task or project, ask yourself, what am I trying to accomplish here? You may have heard the saying, a goal without a plan is just a wish, and it couldn't be more accurate. Goals give you direction, but a plan outlines the steps necessary to get there. Without clear planning, you'll end up lost in the sea of possibilities, unsure of what to focus on. Preparation starts by being clear about your end goal, your vision, and the specific actions required to get you there. This doesn't mean you need a detailed roadmap for every possible scenario, but it does mean that you should have a high-level view of the key steps and priorities you need to follow to move forward with confidence. Once you have your goal and plan defined, preparation moves into execution mode, gathering the tools, resources, and support you need to bring that plan to life. Think of a chef preparing to cook a meal. They don't start by throwing ingredients together haphazardly. They gather everything they need, measure it out, and set up their workspace for smooth execution. Similarly, when preparing for a productive week, ensure you have everything you need: materials, information, tools, and a clear understanding of what each task requires. The key here is not to assume that everything will magically fall into place when the time comes. You have to be proactive, organizing your environment so that everything is in its right place. This might mean cleaning your workspace, updating your calendar, gathering relevant documents, or researching information you need to perform well. The better prepared you are, the more confidently you can approach your tasks, knowing you have everything you need to be successful. However, preparation is not limited to the physical and logistical aspects. It also encompasses mental and emotional readiness. A strong foundation of mental preparation is crucial for success. If you don't believe in your ability to succeed, no amount of planning or tools will make a difference. Mental preparation involves cultivating the right mindset. This means believing that success is possible, staying focused on the desired outcome, and practicing patience and resilience in the face of setbacks. For example, visualize your success before you even begin. Take a few moments each day to picture yourself accomplishing the task at hand. How will you feel? What will the end result look like? Visualization is a powerful mental tool that primes your mind for action and helps reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. A prepared mind is also one that can handle adversity and find solutions instead of getting discouraged by challenges. Mental preparation equips you to navigate obstacles with a problem-solving attitude, maintaining focus on the bigger picture despite temporary setbacks. Emotional preparation plays an equally important role. The journey toward your goals is rarely smooth. There will be days when things don't go as planned and you'll feel frustrated or defeated. Emotional preparation involves cultivating a sense of emotional resilience. It's about expecting obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt and learning how to manage those emotions effectively. Part of this preparation is developing the self-awareness to recognize when emotions are interfering with your progress. Are you feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or anxious? Acknowledge these emotions without letting them dictate your actions. Emotional resilience allows you to bounce back more quickly from these moments, allowing you to refocus on your goals rather than getting lost in negative feelings. When you've emotionally prepared yourself, you have the tools to navigate through difficult situations with a calm mind and a steady hand. Preparation involves strategic pacing. It's easy to want to jump right into a project full of enthusiasm and energy, but effective preparation requires pacing yourself for long-term success. Overloading yourself early on can lead to burnout or a drop in quality. Instead, prepare yourself by allocating time for rest and recovery, ensuring you're in the best state to keep going. Breaking down larger goals into manageable chunks and celebrating small wins along the way will keep you motivated and energized, helping you maintain your momentum. A key component of pacing is setting realistic expectations for yourself. Preparation is not just about getting everything ready, it's also about setting yourself up for sustained progress rather than burning out too quickly. Another aspect of preparation is having the right systems in place to track your progress. Without these systems, it's easy to lose sight of what you've done or what needs to be adjusted along the way. Prepare yourself with the tools that will allow you to monitor your work, measure your success, and adapt when necessary. Whether it's a simple to-do list, a project management tool, or a habit tracker, having a way to gauge your progress ensures you stay on course. It also gives you the confidence to see how much you've accomplished, even if you're not yet where you want to be. Preparation is not just about getting ready, it's about staying ready, adapting, and being able to course correct when things don't go as planned. When you prepare in this comprehensive way mentally, emotionally, and physically, you're setting yourself up for success in every aspect of your life. Preparation is not just about checking things off a list, it's about creating the conditions for success to unfold. By taking the time to prepare fully, you eliminate distractions, increase your focus, and ensure that every action you take is intentional and aligned with your goals. You're not just reacting to life's challenges, you're taking control of your future and shaping it deliberately, one step at a time. Visualizing success is one of the most powerful techniques you can use to drive yourself forward. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind, ticking off tasks from your list without ever truly reflecting on what you're striving for. But visualization takes you beyond the tasks, it connects you with your ultimate goals. It allows you to paint a picture in your mind of the success you desire, creating a roadmap that your actions can follow. The human mind is incredibly powerful, and when you visualize success, you engage it in ways that accelerate your progress toward achieving your goals. The clarity you gain from this mental exercise can serve as a constant source of motivation, inspiration, and confidence, keeping you aligned with your aspirations. When you visualize success, you're not just imagining the end result, but also the process, the steps you'll take to get there. You start by creating a mental image of what success looks like for you. This could be achieving a career milestone, completing a personal project, or overcoming a challenge that has been holding you back. You see yourself reaching the peak of your efforts, feeling the satisfaction, and experiencing the emotions associated with that success. In doing so, your mind begins to familiarize itself with the path to victory, and in turn, it starts to guide your actions toward making that vision a reality. The power of visualization comes from its ability to engage both the conscious and subconscious mind. When you visualize yourself succeeding, you're not simply daydreaming, you're programming your mind to believe that success is possible and within your reach. By seeing yourself overcoming obstacles and achieving what you set out to do, you're reinforcing the belief that it can happen. This mental rehearsal can create a sense of confidence that will push you to take action, even when the road ahead looks difficult or uncertain. It's as if you've already experienced the success, and that knowledge instills a sense of calm and certainty as you pursue it. Confidence, after all, comes from a deep belief in your ability to achieve the goals you've set for yourself, and visualization cultivates that belief. Visualization also helps you develop resilience. On the journey to success, setbacks are inevitable. There will be moments of failure, frustration, and self-doubt. However, when you've already visualized success, you've mentally rehearsed overcoming these obstacles. You've already seen yourself navigating through difficult situations, finding solutions, and staying focused on the goal. This makes it easier to handle adversity when it arises because your mind is prepared for the challenges you'll face. You've created a mental framework for success, which allows you to stay grounded, focused, and solution-oriented, even in the face of difficulty. An important aspect of effective visualization is the sensory detail you incorporate into it. The more vivid and detailed your mental image, the more powerful it becomes. Instead of just seeing the end result, try to imagine all the sensations you would experience if you achieved your goal. What will you hear, feel, or even smell when you reach that milestone? How will you hold yourself in that moment? This sensory richness adds depth to your vision and helps make it more tangible. Your mind begins to believe that it's not just a fantasy, but something that's truly possible. The more real you can make it feel in your mind, the more motivated you will be to take the necessary steps to bring it into reality. Visualization also helps sharpen focus. When you have a clear image of what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to filter out distractions. It's as if your mind becomes a magnifying glass, zooming in on the tasks and actions that will bring you closer to your goals while pushing aside everything else. Without a clear vision, it's easy to get sidetracked by things that don't matter. But when you're visualizing success, you naturally begin to prioritize the actions and decisions that align with your vision. Every choice becomes clearer and your focus sharpens. This clarity ensures that you spend your time and energy on what truly moves the needle rather than getting lost in busy work. Visualization doesn't just work when you're actively trying to accomplish something, it also sets the tone for how you approach life in general. When you consistently visualize yourself succeeding, you start to embody the qualities of a successful person. Your behavior shifts. You become more disciplined, proactive, and confident in your decision-making. You start showing up as the person you want to be, taking actions that align with the vision you've created for yourself. It's as if the act of visualizing success transforms you into that successful individual, and your actions follow suit. One of the most significant benefits of visualization is its ability to reduce fear and self-doubt. The fear of failure can paralyze us, keeping us stuck and preventing us from taking the actions necessary to succeed. But when you've already mentally seen yourself succeeding, that fear begins to dissipate. You've already walked through the worst-case scenarios in your mind, and you've come out victorious. As a result, the fear of failure loses its grip on you. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, you begin to view them as challenges to be solved. Visualization transforms fear into motivation, using the mental images of success to fuel your courage. When combined with consistent action, it becomes a force multiplier. It's not enough to just picture your success and sit back waiting for it to happen. The real power comes when you take the vision in your mind and put it into practice through deliberate action. Visualization helps guide those actions, ensuring they're aligned with your desired outcome. The more you visualize success, the clearer the path becomes, and the more motivated you are to take the necessary steps toward realizing it. It's as if your mind and body are in sync, working together toward a common goal. The clearer and more detailed your vision, the easier it becomes to recognize the actions required to bring it to life. To fully harness the power of visualization, make it a consistent practice. Set aside time each day to picture your success and reinforce that image with positive emotions and sensory details. As you do, you'll find that your belief in your ability to achieve your goals grows stronger and your actions become more focused and purposeful. By visualizing success, you're not just imagining a better future, you're actively creating it in your mind. And in doing so, you lay the foundation for it to become your reality.
One of the most critical yet often overlooked components of success is consistency. It's not about doing something extraordinary one day and then forgetting about it the next. Rather, it's about the steady, persistent effort you put in over time that compounds and eventually leads to massive results. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum is the key to sustained growth. Without consistency, you're left with bursts of effort that yield minimal long-term results. It's the small, everyday actions that you take toward your goals that will ultimately determine whether or not you succeed. The challenge isn't in making one big push. Anyone can do that. The true challenge is showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and continuing to work toward your vision with the same intensity and focus as you did on the first day. Consistency works in multiple areas of your life, not just in the context of goals. It's about building habits, routines, and mindsets that support your growth over the long term. You don't need to make grand gestures or revolutionary changes. What you need is steady, deliberate effort. A small amount of progress every single day leads to more significant achievements down the line. Think of it this way: if you improve just 1% every day in a year, you'll have improved by 365%. That's the power of consistency. It's not about making huge leaps all at once, it's about compounding those small steps to create exponential growth. When you focus on making incremental improvements, you remove the pressure of needing instant results and instead embrace the idea of continuous improvement. This mindset fosters patience and resilience because you understand that real change takes time, and that success isn't an event, it's a process. Moreover, consistency cultivates discipline. Discipline is the ability to stay committed to your goals and actions, regardless of the circumstances. It's the foundation of all success. But discipline doesn't come from simply making decisions once, it's a daily practice. Every time you choose to stay consistent with your efforts, you build a little more discipline. The more disciplined you become, the easier it gets to stay focused on the long-term goals that matter most to you. The beautiful part of consistency is that it becomes a habit. Once you've committed to showing up every day, you don't have to think about it anymore. It's automatic. This is why the small tasks are so important. They're the building blocks of your long-term success. It's easy to dismiss the significance of small, repeated actions, but when you stack them on top of each other, they add up in ways you can't always predict. Another key to consistency is setting realistic expectations. Sometimes people give up on their goals because they set their sights too high too soon. When things don't unfold as quickly as expected, frustration sets in, and consistency starts to wane. However, by setting realistic, incremental goals, you give yourself the space to succeed. Progress doesn't always happen overnight. Sometimes it's about taking a few steps forward, then stumbling back, only to find yourself advancing again. That's part of the process. By setting goals that are challenging but attainable, you maintain motivation and prevent burnout. With realistic expectations, you're not setting yourself up for disappointment, but instead allowing yourself the freedom to grow and develop at a natural pace. Each success, no matter how small, fuels your momentum and keeps you on track. Consistency is also crucial in maintaining your energy and focus. Many people start projects with high enthusiasm, but over time, the excitement fades. The initial burst of energy is replaced by fatigue or distraction, and the goal seems further away. The secret to pushing through this is consistency. Even when the energy fades, consistency ensures that you keep going. You don't need to work at full speed all the time. Sometimes consistency means showing up in a small way, working for just 15 minutes, doing a little bit of progress, and then coming back the next day to do a bit more. It's not about all-out efforts every day, it's about showing up regularly and putting in the effort consistently. Consistency is what helps you stay engaged with your work long enough to see results, even when you don't feel like pushing forward. What's more, consistency breeds confidence. When you make progress day in and day out, you start to believe in your ability to achieve your goals. The more you commit to your daily actions, the more you reinforce the belief that you're capable of success. Over time, consistency will replace doubt with certainty. It shows you that your actions matter and that persistence can overcome obstacles. You begin to realize that no challenge is too great when faced with steady, consistent effort. Confidence grows from the belief that you can handle what comes your way, and consistency reinforces this belief every day. This confidence is contagious when you see the results of your consistent efforts. You not only trust in your ability to succeed, but also inspire others around you. Consistency also plays a key role in overcoming obstacles. Life isn't always easy. You'll face setbacks, delays, and obstacles that threaten to derail your efforts. But the power of consistency is that it allows you to navigate these challenges with a steady resolve. When you've made consistency a habit, you're not easily deterred by temporary roadblocks. Instead of giving up or becoming frustrated, you simply continue to push forward. It's like a river carving its way through rock, steady, constant, and relentless. Challenges will always arise, but your commitment to showing up every day ensures that no setback is permanent. The ability to keep moving forward, no matter how slowly or steadily, will eventually take you past those obstacles. Consistency also helps you build trust with yourself. When you consistently show up for your goals, you reinforce the belief that you can count on yourself. You stop second-guessing your ability to follow through because you've proven day after day that you will. Trusting yourself is essential for long-term success. It allows you to take risks, try new things, and push your limits because you know you have the discipline and consistency to back up those decisions. Without that trust, it's easy to fall into the cycle of procrastination or doubt. But by remaining consistent, you break that cycle and take ownership of your growth. Consistency isn't glamorous. It's not flashy, and it's rarely celebrated. But it's the difference between success and failure. The small, seemingly insignificant actions you take every day will compound over time and bring you closer to your goals. Consistency requires discipline, patience, and a willingness to show up no matter the circumstances. But when you master consistency, you master the art of success. Every small effort counts, and over time, those efforts add up to something truly extraordinary. The key to achieving anything is simple: keep showing up. Keep doing the work, no matter how hard it seems. And over time, you will create the success you've always dreamed of. One of the most overlooked yet vital principles for achieving success is the idea of reflection. It's easy to get caught up in the constant pursuit of goals, focusing only on what's next, but taking time to reflect is an essential part of the process. Reflection provides you with the clarity to assess where you've been, how far you've come, and what adjustments you need to make moving forward. Without reflection, it's easy to stay on autopilot, repeating the same actions without understanding whether they're getting you closer to your goals or not. It's like driving a car without checking the map. You might be moving, but you may not be heading in the right direction. By taking time to reflect regularly, you can recalibrate your approach and ensure that you're progressing in the most efficient and effective way possible. Reflection also gives you the opportunity to recognize your strengths and weaknesses. When you take a step back and look at your past actions and decisions, you can identify patterns in your behavior that either support or hinder your progress. Are there certain areas where you consistently perform well? What habits, attitudes, or strategies do you rely on that contribute to your success? On the other hand, reflection also helps you uncover areas where you might be struggling. Perhaps you've been procrastinating or avoiding certain tasks. Maybe there are skills or mindsets you need to improve in order to progress further. By reflecting on these aspects, you can take proactive steps to address them, whether it's by learning new skills, changing habits, or seeking support from others. In essence, reflection allows you to take a more objective look at your performance, enabling you to make the necessary adjustments that will lead to better results. Another key benefit of reflection is that it allows you to celebrate your progress. Often people focus so much on what they haven't achieved yet that they fail to acknowledge how far they've come. It's easy to overlook the small wins and progress made along the way, but these are the very milestones that build momentum and confidence. Reflection provides the space to pause and celebrate these achievements. Taking time to acknowledge your progress not only boosts your morale, but also reinforces the behaviors and actions that got you to this point. It's important to remember that success is not just about reaching the finish line, it's also about recognizing the steps you've taken to get there. This mindset helps you stay motivated, even on days when progress feels slow. By celebrating your progress, no matter how small, you reinforce the belief that you're moving in the right direction and that your efforts are paying off. In addition, reflection fosters personal growth and learning. Life and business are full of lessons, but if you don't reflect on your experiences, those lessons remain hidden. Every mistake, setback, or failure contains valuable insights, but only if you take the time to analyze them. When you reflect, you give yourself the opportunity to learn from your experiences, whether they're positive or negative. For example, if you tried something and it didn't work out, reflection allows you to ask yourself what went wrong. What could I have done differently? What can I learn from this? By looking at these experiences critically and with an open mind, you gain wisdom and insight that can improve your future decision-making and actions. Reflection doesn't just help you avoid repeating mistakes, it also helps you identify what works well so you can do more of it. Reflection also provides the necessary space to reconnect with your purpose and vision. It's easy to lose sight of your goals in the midst of daily tasks and responsibilities. Over time, the pressures and distractions of life can make you forget why you started on this journey in the first place. Reflection allows you to step back and realign yourself with your core purpose. By reviewing your goals and the reasons behind them, you remind yourself of the bigger picture. This connection to your deeper motivations provides a sense of clarity and direction, making it easier to prioritize your efforts and stay focused. When you are in touch with your purpose, your actions become more intentional and you're more likely to push through obstacles or setbacks, knowing that you're working towards something meaningful. Moreover, reflection can help you develop a sense of gratitude. In the rush to accomplish more, it's easy to focus on what you don't have or what you haven't achieved yet. But reflection allows you to look at your life with a broader perspective. By taking a moment to appreciate what you have, you increase your sense of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful mindset that enhances your well-being and keeps you motivated. When you reflect on how much you've gained, whether in terms of skills, experiences, or relationships, you develop a sense of fulfillment that keeps you grounded. Gratitude also helps you approach challenges with a positive outlook. When you focus on what you're grateful for, it's easier to see obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your progress. Reflection can also act as a powerful tool for resetting when you're feeling overwhelmed or stuck. Life has a way of throwing curveballs at us, and sometimes the weight of all the responsibilities and tasks can feel unbearable. When you're caught in this state of overwhelm, reflection gives you the space to pause, breathe, and reassess. It's a chance to take a step back from the chaos and gain perspective. When you reflect on your current situation, you may realize that not everything requires your immediate attention, or you may discover that you've been stressing over things that don't matter as much as you thought. By giving yourself time to reflect, you can reset your mindset, regain focus, and approach your challenges with a clearer, more calm perspective. The act of reflection isn't something that should be done just once in a while. It should be a regular practice. Whether it's at the end of each day, week, or month, make time for reflection in your routine. The more often you engage in this practice, the more you'll start to reap its benefits. By making reflection a habit, you consistently learn, grow, and adjust, ensuring that you're always improving and moving forward. Reflection doesn't just help you assess where you've been, it's a vital part of ensuring that you're always aligned with your true purpose and making decisions that serve your greater goals. Without it, you risk becoming complacent or stagnant, but with it, you continuously evolve into the best version of yourself.